Hey,
Hi.
TGIF.
Is it Friday?
I know. The days start to run together, don't they? Whew.
Oh my goodness.
We have been so busy,
It's
huh?
crazy.
Oh,
It is.
Tanisha, I know it. Your door's been closed.
I know. I've been on the phone. Your door's been closed, which her door is never closed, guys. She's got like such an open door policy, like on a whole nother level. I'm like, close my door. I got things to do. She's like, open your door. You're gonna meet the world. But that's not why we're here to talk. We actually have a reason for why we're so tired. We're both in expansion mode. I think I've kind of mentioned this. We are moving out to Texas. We've got subcontractors. We're on this huge job. It's like everything that could go wrong is going wrong. So we're like master problem solvers right now. But you're also expanding too. What are you up to?
I am. Oh my gosh, it's going great. I'm losing my mind, but it's all good.
Are you like on the verge of losing your sanity?
I know. Ask Bella. Look, see, she doesn't know what to say.
She's like, I'm done. She's like, leave me alone. I'm tired.
Oh my gosh, yes, but I've just been doing so many things, but I'm expanding my business, and so I started, this new venture with EXP Realty.
Ooh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. It has been just a whirlwind, and there's tons of information. I'm meeting such great people. So like even today, because of all the experience and the knowledge that I have as a real estate broker and been in the business for over 25 years, they are taking me on to help train new agents.
Advancement.
So yeah, so now I'm taking on a whole nother little role that's incorporated into my business of what I'm trying to grow with EXP Realty. And so I was like going crazy today. So I had an appointment with someone that I'm training. I had another appointment. I had 3 people in here. We're all masterminding and trying to come up with new things and ideas on how we're going to grow EXP Realty and what we're going to do, how I can help them grow. It has been an amazing day. Totally lost my mind. I had to come in. Remember, we talked about delegating. So I had to learn quick. Delegate. So I had to have people making phone calls for me so that my day could still go on.
Yes.
But oh my gosh, I met with some really top producer agents today in San Diego. We had a big conference call. Tyson Robinson, Daniel Beers, Kyle Whistle, Kurt Reiber. And we were all talking and we were masterminding together. That's what I love about being part of this new EXP Realty. So love it. Everyone helps one another. That's what it's all about. But not only do we help just realtors, but we also work with other business owners in the community, which is someone like you. And I know you've been going crazy, and I know your husband's in Texas, and I know it's been raining like crazy.
Yes.
So the weather is crazy. What's going on?
It's interesting that you would say that because we're both in a very similar phase right now of expansion. And you start to realize like you can only do so much yourself. And then it gets to a point where you really do need to lock arms with other people.
Yes.
And that's an interesting transition in business because you kind of always, you hear about these solopreneurs and people just going at it on their own. And you're like, how are you doing that? Like, I need a team. Like, it's me and my husband as a whole nother person. All of our subcontractors, you have your team and your husband and your other people. And let me ask you a question. I know you were asking me about like what I'm doing and it's crazy. I'm on the edge of my sanity, guys.
I know, right? We have no sleep.
We have no sleep. We both were at the airport late, like answering phone calls at 5 o'clock in the morning, driving up and down, who knows where. But we love it.
I know. We do love it.
But I wanted to ask you, what made you decide to start expanding? Like, what made you decide to take on this new partnership and really go to the next level? Because I really believe, honestly, truly giving people are the ones who go for the big goals. You know what I'm saying? Because the more of the big goals that you can accomplish, the more impact you can have on people. We could do a business that's just us, right? And make our money. You could do a business that's just you, make your money. But what made you decide to expand?
I know. Crazy.
No. That's what we think now.
Craziness. But But and I'm glad you mentioned that because we're both very giving people. And that is part of the reason why I joined and partnered up with eXp Realty. And that is because I feel I'm able to give more to the realtors out there, to everyone who's trying to expand their business. Yes, and I can help them with that. And in return, when you're helping others, it all comes back.
Yes.
And so, but that is kind of the reason why I kind of started this new thing, because I saw something bigger than what I could do all by myself. So, yes. So now I have a bigger team and I have more resources and all of those things that I can help more people.
Wow.
It's powerful.
Right?
It is powerful.
If you really think about it, the fact that, because you guys have to understand, we are literally crazy right now.
Yeah.
Just like literally.
Yeah, kind of.
Just, and every single day, I don't know if it's, maybe it's just me, but like I wake up like, is this the right decision?
What did I just do?
Was this a good idea? I don't.
No, you wake up, you say, what day is it?
Yes, well, yeah, first of all, once I figure out what day it is,
What day is it?
I'm posting on social media, happy Wednesday. They're like, it's Thursday. I'm like,
I know.
oh, is it? I missed today. Yeah. I came in one day, I'm like, oh yeah, happy Friday. They're like, no, it's not Friday, it's Wednesday. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, you're really trying to end the week fast.
I know. But you're right. It is so powerful to engage in a vision that's bigger than yourself.
Yes.
That's really what it's about, is really just, finding the right partnership, finding the right platform, and having the courage to make the change. Because you know what I was thinking? I think a lot of people don't go for it. They don't expand because of exactly what we're describing right now. It's scary.
It's scary. It is. It really is. And you just have to say, hey, I know this is great and I know we can do this, and just jump in and go for it, because you're going to succeed. If your goal and if you're focused enough on whatever it is that you put out there to do, you will succeed in it. You will find ways to make things work.
You really will.
Yeah. When we have our yearly goal, okay, we make adjustments along the way. It's not set in stone.
No.
So you're always making adjustments along the way so that you can succeed at your overall goal.
Right.
And we can do that.
Yes.
I know we're tired. And it's exhausting in the beginning.
It is. But you know what? And I was telling you this when you came into my office. She's like, we got to do a video, because I'm like 2 days behind. So yes, we got to do a video. But it's good to be with like-minded people who understand and can support you, because I never come into your office and you never say to me, you're working too much. You never say to me, stop. You just say, you're going to get through this. You're going to make it. You guys, you have to understand, like, she's such a huge support to me, because I'll come into her office, like, literally about to be in tears. And she's like, it's okay. I'm like, and my friend died, and I don't know how to handle all of these emotions that are coming to me. And she's like, it's okay. You're going to be okay.
Yes.
And you have to partner with people who are going to support your dreams, because I think at the end of the day, no matter how crazy you get, no matter how crazy I get, we know that it's a bigger vision. It's about the agents. It's about the contractors for us. It's about the people that we're going to be providing opportunities to. So it's easier to get up and to be tired and to push through, like we were talking about, to your level of expansion, when you really start to think about all the impact that you'll have.
It's all going to be worth it in the end.
I know.
Yeah. We're working our little tushies off, but it's all going to pay off. We're helping a lot of people on the way.
We really are. And we're learning so much.
Yes.
When you really start to do things like big like this, you learn. Just when you do something that you don't think you can do, or something bigger than you think you can do, all of a sudden you start to find things in yourself that you didn't even know were there. That's the part that's really exciting, when you get past all the afraid.
Yes. And again, like we were talking before, getting outside of that comfort zone. And once you get outside of that comfort zone, it builds what? Builds more confidence in what you're doing. You're able to provide even more. You're going to start approaching people that you probably would have never approached before, because now you have more confidence in what you're doing because of the tasks that you have accomplished and overcome.
Yes.
So
that's huge. And I want to do one last tidbit before we go.
Let's have a tidbit.
So this is something that I think will make people feel very, very excited. Okay. Did you know that the body's physiology is exactly the same when you're excited as when you're afraid? Do you know why that's so powerful? Because when you're engaging in something that kind of makes you afraid, like you're thinking about all the results, it's really your mind that tells yourself that you're afraid. If you can still feel that like excited, afraid motion, but then you reframe it and say, instead of I'm afraid to make that call, you can say, I'm excited to talk to this customer. So that you're now renaming for your mind that excitement, because the body, like the same fear or like excitement that you get, the butterflies, the heart beating, sweating, all of that, you get the same when you're excited and you get the same when you're afraid. It's just a matter of how you frame it.
How you frame it. It's putting it, and when you start to feel those things, you get that interrupter in there. I'm calling it interrupter.
I
but
love
put that interrupter in there. Say, oh, I see I'm going that way. Let's stop it and let's go another way. Let's start talking to ourselves in a more positive way versus the negative. And we're good at, being hard on ourselves, but, as soon as you see that going, then you put that interrupter in there and you stop, and you can even come up with a saying or something like that will get you back on track.
Mel Robbins wrote a book called The 5-Second Rule. And she said, like, when you have that, because there's like 5 seconds before the brain starts to, because the brain is designed to keep us safe. So when you're trying to go for your dreams and you're changing things all the time, you're in situations you've never been in before, your brain automatically wants to come up with reasons to keep you safe. And there's about like 5 seconds between the time that your heart, right, your soul, your passion is saying, call that customer or do that thing that you're supposed to do. There's like 5 seconds before your mind starts to kick in and say, you don't want to call them. It's too early. Starts to come up with all of the excuses. So if you kind of just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, and then just go do it. Then you'll find that by moving your body, by doing that interrupter, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Did you read that book?
No.
Oh, no. Look at that.
I could be a book writer.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You are too funny.
You know what I'm saying? But you knew that, see, and that's the thing that I love about, like, when you have real results. They work for everybody. You didn't need to know what it was called. You just know I need an interrupter. There's a limited amount of time that I got to get it, and I got to force myself to do things. You do. Yes, that's so true. Powerful. Right. Hey, guys, TGIF. Don't miss it next time, because we got some good stuff. I know. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
I hope you guys stay working and grinding and going after your dreams, because you deserve it.
Amen.
Yes.
All right, guys. Bye.